All right. These are the tactics and the things that we have endured, me and my daughter, okay? Because it's just been me and my daughter. I do have a 20-year-old. He just turned 20. I have a 20-year-old son. I'm going to get into that. That's not for this video, but everything, it's been me and my daughter that has endured the gang stalking, okay? So these are tactics. They are in no specific order, okay? These are the things that we have been through. These are the things that they have done to us. This is from Texas to our new state that we are in now, okay? I'm going to try to make this quick. All right. Everything that we have endured in gang stalking. Okay. Attacks on our home and apartment. When I was in Texas, we lived in an apartment. I am now living in a house, okay? Both are ran by a rental company, okay? Attacks on our home and apartment by doing, when I was in my apartment, they did smoking rituals. Okay, even though you're not supposed to smoke in and I lived in a nice apartment. You're not supposed to smoke. I never had any problems with my neighbors, right? None of them. As soon as the gang stalking started and it got flipped on, my downstairs neighbors started smoking us out. My daughter had COVID. I went down there, tried to ask them. I mean, to the point to where our whole apartment was like smoked out. I had to go to the office. They were in on it. It was bad. Like my clothes, everything was smelling like smoke. It was bad, man. I never had problems with these neighbors ever. Okay, noise campaigns by neighbors, especially in the apartment. We get it with these ones next door, with the houses, with the car alarms and things like that. But with the apartment where it was so, the walls were so thin. I mean, this one neighbor, she would turn on her bathtub. We called them the bathtub people, okay? They would sit in their tub. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because she was away. Her husband worked. She stayed home. She didn't have to work. And she would flip on that tub water. Because it was real loud because the walls were so thin and my bedroom was right there and all of our bathrooms met up and then our bedrooms were connected to the main bedroom. And she would wait until I would go to bed. She would know my schedule and she'd flip on that water. Bah, 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 like that. I got it on video. Vehicular stalking with blacked out windows. I'm talking about dark, dark, dark. Everything I have here, I have it documented with proof. Vehicular stalking with blacked out windows, dark blacked out windows, very illegal blacked out windows, okay? Police stalking daily, okay? These are talking about your bad cops here, the ones that are involved in the gang stalking, not your good cops, all right? Just wherever you go, okay, there's police presence, very abnormal. You as a normal person that's coming across this video, when you hear me talk about these things, think about your daily life when you go about life and think if you see these things or experience these things, okay? All right, your EMS, right? Your emergency services, your ambulances, participation, EMS participation, constant ambulances going off. When we are at the red lights, and I'm a delivery driver, so I'm driving around my little cities, delivering with DoorDash and stuff. Every red light, I got this on my dash cam. I got tons of footage with this. EMS, right? Ambulances going through all the red lights that we're at. Many, many, many. So they just happen to be at every light that we're at, right? The emergencies that they're going to just happen to be on every side of town that I'm on delivering orders, right? Okay. And the fire trucks as well, right? And let me tell you, I got footage with the fire trucks with one headlight. Fire trucks with one headlight. These are public vehicles that get grant money to make sure that their vehicles are up to par and standard. But yet they're only working with one headlight. I got this all documented and these videos will be rolling out. Okay, noise campaigns, loud with cars and trucks going by the house and especially by the apartment in Texas, burning off, and out by like like real loud. They're doing that here too. CBAs, which are your community-based agents at apartment complex all around us to be constantly monitored. I have them here as well, meaning they don't work. Their job is to be a community-based agent to let them know when you're leaving, what you're doing, what your schedule is. She's doing this, she's coming back, this is her schedule. We had that real bad at the apartment. And here too, no privacy at all, always being watched. Just never any privacy at all, in the home and outside the home. Okay, agent neighbors, this was in our apartment complex, standing in the bathtub to listen to us. So they moved in this agent next to us. They didn't move in with anything, this guy and this girl. And we would get ready, me and my daughter in the bathroom, and our bathrooms were all connected, like I told you. He would get in the bathroom, and the bathrooms were like, or the tub would creak. We could hear him in there. Me and my daughter be getting ready for school and work in the morning in Texas, and we could hear him creak. It would creak. And he would just be in there listening to us, sitting in the bathtub with his clothes on. Okay? Creepy. I'm telling you. My daughter is a witness to all of this. Okay? People moving in across from us and all around us with no furniture. None. After our gang stalking started. Across from us, moving in, the dude in the bathtub, they were moving in with no furniture. None. Like a mattress on the floor. But then we'll get a new car. People all around us would start getting new cars. Okay? Here too. Breaking into my car by copying my key fob. Okay. Oh, I meant to go get and I had to get a Faraday box and a pouch. And I meant to get that so I could show y'all. It's in my thing right here, my Faraday pouch. I carry it with me everywhere I go. Had to get it off of Amazon. When they broke into my car, I got a video. They broke my phone holder, unlocking my doors in my car, knowing that I locked them. And this is another thing. When I come out of my car, I always hit my key thing twice, my alarm. Like, when you hit your alarm, it goes beep, on your key fob, and it makes that little noise beep to let you know that it's locked. And the reason why I hit mine twice is because they were breaking into my car. I have videos of this. They would break into my car when I would go to appointments, and they would leave the light on. Like, they would get into my car and they would turn my light on, right? Like the overhead light, they would turn one of them on, or they would pull down my visor and open up my thing, and my, in the mirror, and the little lights would be on in your mirror to let me know that they were in my car. Okay. I got videos of this. Okay. And, so they were messing with me. So to make myself sure that I was locking my car so they couldn't gaslight me, because the gaslighting is a great tactic that they use, I hit my alarm twice. So I know, and I always pull when I get out the car, I hit the alarm, boop, boop, to let me know that car is locked. And I pull my driver's side door, and I pull the other door on the driver's side passenger as I'm walking by it. So I know my car is locked. You want to know what they do? All my neighbors, they started hitting their alarm. All my gang stalker neighbors, they started hitting their alarms twice to copy me. It's like, do y'all really think that I'm doing something? Because my gang stalker neighbors right here, right next to me, they gang stalk me by setting their car alarms off all night long, trying to keep me up. And I have that on video too, on my security cameras. And then they started doing that. And then when I would start going places, picking up orders, I knew a gang stalker was by me, because when I'd be out walking in a parking lot, I would hear that boop, boop, that alarm twice. It's like they have like text messages where they're like sending it like in a group text, like hit your alarm twice. Like, that's how I knew a gang stalker would be around me. It's creepy, man. They copy you. Like, it's weird. But breaking into my car, they have they got a copy, like they can do a copy of your key fob. If they can copy your code or whatever, get another key fob made. Constantly doing that, especially when I'm down at appointments and stuff. Maintenance men for my apartment were coming in. I have a video of this on my thing. Came in, you can see him go in. He turned off the Wi-Fi, hit that button on top, and then things would come up missing. Okay, they stole money out of my daughter's piggy bank. Okay. They broke my electronics in my apartment, like on my light switch, to let me know that they were in there. Okay. Extreme witchcraft done, voodoo, hoodoo, all that every month on the full moons and new moons. Every month we get witchcraft attacks sent to us, just about extreme. And this is where a lot of the spiritual aspect of it comes in. Extreme witchcraft, voodoo, and hoodoo done. Especially, they do it on my daughter as well. Having the same men stalk us for months at a time wherever we go to try and intimidate us. And I have video footage of this, and there's about 3 men that stalk us since we came down here to our new state, and they rotate them in and out, okay? There are 2 black men and 1 Chinese man, and they rotate them. Okay? And I have footage of this, and they use them, okay? And they try to intimidate us, which it doesn't. It gets to my daughter, but not to me. After moving to our new state, and I had to switch. I was working the morning shift in Texas because my daughter was still in public school. They were gang stalking my daughter in school bad, okay? I'm a single mom, all right? I've been single for... goodness, let me see. I think from March or April will make me 11 years single, okay, and celibate. All right, single and celibate. So, I've been single for a long time. All right, I'm a single mom. I had to pull her out of public school. It was so bad. I'm talking about they had these big girls in her class. I'm talking about this girl didn't even look like she should have been in that class. She should have been in a higher grade. Hitting her. But when our targeting started, bullying her, she had always been targeted as well. I mean, marks. I'm gonna do a video on that and put the pictures up. I had conferences. The principal was it was a hot mess. I had to make the choice to pull her out of school. It was so bad. I had to pull her out of public school, and we're homeschooling. Okay. But so once I came down here, I switched to the evening shift. I'm working on the evening shift because we homeschool during the day, right? So once we came down here to our new state, I'm working on the evening shift for work. They've been having somebody breaking in her all the time since we've been in here. I'm talking about all the time, right? We even caught, I'm not going to get into this. We even caught a neighbor across the street. We've seen him on my security cameras running back across the street, surrounded by gang stalkers. Okay, we are surrounded, right? They were having somebody break into our house almost nightly. They cut. I'm going to do videos on this. I got proof of this. I'm going to show y'all, right? So can't nobody talking about we're tripping. I got proof of this. They came in here. They cut with a razor 8 pairs of my panties. Now we got a man now coming in here, and they picking up my panties, and they cut 8 pairs of my panties with a razor. They broke my daughter's toys, left them on the kitchen table, okay, to let me know they were in here. They've done all kinds of stuff. I close all my doors. You know, me and my daughter leave. I usually leave about 4:30. I get home about between 9 and 10 o'clock at night for my shift. Every night, about 6 days a week. They know my schedule because of the community-based agents here. And I shut all my doors in my house. Come home, doors will be open. Okay. I have my Echo Dot be playing, like my Echo will be playing. I leave 10-hour scriptures. I play the Bible, like the Bible thing will be playing, where I play just the whole book of Matthew through Revelation, right? And it's like a 10-hour thing. And I'm only gone for 5 hours working, or 5.5 hours, or 4 hours, and on my shift, and I come home and it's stopped and it's back on the home screen when it should have been playing all the way through. It's a 10-hour video. They do that. They stop it and make it go off of YouTube to let me know that they were here. Okay. That type of stuff, you know, just trying to intimidate, gaslighting me. Okay. They love to gaslight. You know, they want you to doubt yourself. Okay. They want you to go, was that there? Did I do that? They want you to second guess your intuition. Don't ever do it. Okay. One time we went to the park. It was super duper hot. This was just this past summer. We went to the park. I told my daughter, I was like, girl, I was upset. I was like, Josie, I don't want to go to the park. It was so hot. It was like 100-something degrees outside, and the park is like right across the street. And she wanted to bring her bike. So we opened up the garage door. I had my car backed up. I put her bike in the back of my SUV, put the garage door down, went out the front door. We went over to the park. Like I told her, it was too hot. We were just like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. We weren't even gone 20 minutes. Okay. Came back. I go to lift up the garage door. I can't get it open. I'm like, we're outside. Haven't even gone in the house yet. I'm like, what the heck? So I go in the house, go through, the kitchen to go through the garage door and the kitchen to go in the garage. They had came in the house. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, what happened? They had came in the house and completely obliterated the top of the garage door on the right-hand side, like the metal and everything. Like I couldn't even get it back up. The owner actually had to come out. He wound up coming out here for something else and he had to fix it with his toolkit or whatever. Like I have a rental company that handles like all the houses and stuff, whatever. But he actually had wound up coming out here for something else and he had to fix that. We weren't even gone for 20 minutes. So obviously it tells you it's somebody extremely close, which I know who it is. It's the ones across from here that are breaking and entering now, coming in my home. Some sick pervert touching panties. They also have cut holes in my daughter's panties. Touching my daughter, 9-10-year-old daughter's panties, cutting holes in her socks. I went out and bought her a new pack of socks, cut holes in them. Okay. This is why I said everybody's level of targeting is different, depending on your purpose, your destiny, and who your bloodline is. Okay. Let's see, move things around. Yep. Oh yeah. They were Amazon markers, like the black markers. Never bought no Amazon markers. You got to be careful with those because they can have listening devices. I know that sounds crazy. Like these type of things came in here and I have like, these little on my desk, these little, holders or whatever came in here. Me and my daughter noticed 3 black pens, but I don't ever buy like white pens, right? You can see here, I don't ever have, there's one in here. And this one has been in here, Bay Area First Baptist Church, a church that I went to for 5 years, like years and years and years ago. I've had for years, right? You don't see no other white pens in here, right? Other than that one, okay? That's a paper or a clip or something. But came in here, there was 3 white pens in here. Both me and my daughter were like, what is that? They'll put things that you didn't buy. Okay. In your thing, you got to be careful with that. Those can have listening devices or some type of something in them. Amazon marker. I didn't bought no markers from Amazon, right? I buy mine from Walmart. They're cheaper. Things like that. Excuse me. Okay. All of my devices have been hacked. And I have an IT guy that I have spoken to prove that, all right? That's going to cost me a lot of money. They are actually in my network, okay? All of my devices have been hacked. My cell phone is hacked. I have proven that with a video. You could go watch my video. What video is that I already have on my channel? I don't know which one it is. I think it's... the devil, or they can't stand your life. No, I think the devil doesn't, let me see what it is. The devil doesn't want you to know this. Yes, the devil doesn't want you to know this. You can go check out that video. That's when I first understood that my phone was hacked. Okay, that was way early on in my targeting. So my cell phone is hacked. My iMac that I'm on now is hacked. My laptop, my Dell laptop that I have, I can't even get into that right now. They completely changed my password. I can't even get into it still. Okay. They hacked and I can't even get into it. All of my security cameras, I have a 6-point security camera system, all hacked. Okay. All my social media accounts hacked. They also, all my password, I couldn't even get onto my Mac. One time my password, they got into my passwords and changed them. Couldn't get into my accounts, right? Just different things like different apps and stuff that I used, couldn't get into them. It was crazy. But the IT guy that I talked to, he said that, as sophisticated as they are, he said that they're in my network, like the actual SSID, like the network. So no matter how many times I change my path, they're basically, they can see what I'm doing. Basically, it's like a mirror. So it's going to cost me some money to get them out. He quoted me and I'm going to get it done though. So that has been confirmed. Oh, and I didn't need him to confirm that because I have proof that everything's hacked. Okay. My identity has been stolen. Okay. And there are people working as Randy M, not gonna say my last name, but you can find it, Randy M, on all of my work and delivery platforms. I have gone over DoorDash with this, Uber Eats with this, and they won't do nothing about it, yet I know that they can. There's people working as Randy. Okay. I can't even log on sometimes on DoorDash because there's somebody else working as me. Okay. I get notifications all the time about orders when I'm not even working. I'll call in when I'm not even working. It'll be, oh, hi, Randy. I see that you're on your way to pick up an order. Oh, really? I'm not even working. They've sold my information to people for money. Okay. And they are also using and benefiting from all of my paid subscriptions, all your paid subscriptions, like, your Hulu, your Netflix, your Amazon Music, all of those things. Yeah. There's somebody using all of that under my name. We'll go in there to watch like a movie on Netflix or Amazon or Prime or whatever it'll be. And you know how you can see the shows that you've been watching? Yeah, we'll see shows on there that people have started that we haven't even watched, stuff that we don't even like. Then figure that out. We'll go to listen to Amazon Music and it constantly kicks us off of there. Constantly kicks us off. Or we'll see, makes a playlist of we listen to nothing but Christian stuff, right? And it'll make a playlist of all the music that you like, and it's making all this stuff that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so constant, all right? Constant data leaks have happened since my gang stalking started. All of mine and my children, including my son and my daughter, our health info has been stolen and being used, and I have papers to prove this. I'm constantly getting, letters in the mail, right? Letters in the mail, and I don't have them right here. They're in my on my dining room table. And this was happening back in Texas. I started getting all these things about these data leaks happening, right? And I'm like, what is going on? Let me close this. I can't stand this. Sorry. I'm not using my microphone, but let me make sure y'all can see me. Okay. Of all these, can y'all see me? I hate that. I really hate that light. It like shows all like your everything. And then like this room is so brown. I hate this house is so brown. Okay. But I started getting all these papers about these data leaks and it's always from your doctor's office and all these places that you went about your health information, and they're getting all of it, right? So it's people who are acting like me, who are acting like my son or my daughter, which is really creepy. Okay, excuse me. It is creepy, right? And I got all the papers to prove that. And it's a lot of data leaks. Never happened before in my life before the gang stalking started. Fake phone bill collectors threatening. I got these on voicemail. I could play some of them for you now. Saying that I owe money when I know I don't. Okay, trying to coerce it. And I'm talking about over and over and over and this is MRS. This is and I looked them up. This is MRS. This is MRS. Saying that I owe money and all this when I don't. I owe money to nobody. And my credit's good. Okay, and you owe money and real threatening. I'm talking about like 15 times a day, like over and over and over. Gang stalking is also that way, right? Got called over and over again, leaving voicemail after voicemail, trying to scam me for money. Okay. Phone harassment, receiving an excessive amount of robocalls. I'm talking about over 20, 30 calls a day. How many robocalls do you receive a day? Okay. And I got this on an app. Okay. On an app where it shows you how many robocalls. Excessive. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's get into the vehicle harassment. All right. Now, the vehicle harassment didn't start until we moved down here. All right. And the vehicle harassment was a tactic that started here. Okay. And, I really don't mind where I'm saying I'm at. So the vehicular harassment by color coding of the cars. And I have this, they did this in Texas as well. And I'm about to post a video about that. And the color coding of the cars, where I have in Chick-fil-A, I think there was about 8 or 9 white cars in a row. The color coding of the cars that they did with me, well, every targeted individual will get red and blue. Red and blue are deep state colors, okay? And then they'll do all red or all white for us, okay? Once we moved down here to our new state, they started targeting us really. Every state will have different tactics as well, okay? So down here, it was completely different. I had air surveillance in Texas, right? The Freemasons had a private airstrip in my city. That was one of the first videos I did, exposing the private airstrip in my city, and a day in the life of a targeted individual air surveillance. Please go check that out. I mean, it is solid evidence of what I was going through, okay? Constant air surveillance. That was a private strip of the Freemasons in my city, okay? One headlight, one fog light, one tail light, or one parking light. These will be vehicles that will have just one of those on during the day and especially at night. And when I tell you that I have such bomb evidence of this, just stay tuned, okay? Just stay tuned. Overwhelming evidence. And I'm talking about evidence with police cars with this, evidence with fire trucks with this, evidence with just Amazon vehicles with this, okay? Stay tuned. My targeting is intense. It is deep, all right? Because of my family and who I come from, all right? And of course, this is all done to sensitize the targeted, right? This is the vehicle harassment, the color harassment is to sensitize the target to their environment, to get the target to constantly look for the vehicle, to constantly look for the color, to constantly be aware. And you can't do that as a TI, okay? You got to focus in on something else, right? Okay, also the vehicle harassment that we have experience down here are ghost cars. Remember, I have footage of all of this. Ghost cars completely blacked out at night, trying to cause wrecks. We have tons of these down here. Brighting, I'm talking about extreme brighting via headlights. You see these right here? I will show where I did not have this. Remember, I told you I had to change my shift from working during the day to working at night. I will show, you will be able to see how the decline in my skin. I did not have these, right? You see these bags right here? I did not have these. I just turned 39 years old. I have always had great skin, okay? I did not have these. I did not have those, all right? That is from extreme brighting, okay? You can look that up. That is for real, right? What do they call that? They call that, I forgot what they call that. There's a word for it. I'll have to look that up, okay? No license plate and illegal tags. And boy, oh boy, do I have tons of these. It is an epidemic down here. No license plate. I'm talking about these people are above the law. They drive around here with no license plate and illegal tags out the wazoo. I'm talking about dates on them, a year old, 2 years old, 5 months old, 8 months old. I mean, woo! Wrecks and follow. Okay, so they'll cause wreck. They caused a wreck, right? I am a good driver, honey, and I'm on the roads all the time. Okay, and they caused a wreck right around my birthday, which I also found out is when they love to do their satanic number occult attacks. And it was the first week. It was January 2nd or 3rd of 2023, and they had a guy. I was doing an order. It was at night. I was doing an order. I was going maybe 15, 20 miles an hour, with my signal on, pulling into a subdivision, right? Going slow. And I didn't see him until the last minute. He came, he was doing 50 miles an hour. This white Jeep slammed into the back of me. Brand new SUV, took out, and I haven't ever been in a wreck like that, ever. And took out the whole left side, back left side. I mean, the collision place was in on it. That when they came and picked up my car, the tow truck One of his tail lights was out in the back. The collision place did me dirty. Like it was a whole orchestrated event that they did, man. When they came, the ambulance came. We didn't take an ambulance, but like the ambulance came and the cops came. They had one headlighters, gang stalkers driving around the wreck. And then the guy who hit me, he had one parking light out on his Jeep. I feel sorry for them, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because God, when that judgment comes down on them, I know he feeling it. That dude who ran into the back of me, whatever he got for doing that, I know he feeling it. Anyways, so they'll do car wrecks. They've called car wrecks on us, following behind us closely or going very slow in front of us. So you'll go past them. So you'll see and then you look in the rearview mirror and you'll see their one headlight. They love attention, any type of attention. They drive by us with extremely loud exhaust and mufflers, extremely loud. I mean, against the law loud, like, like that type of stuff. I know that sounds crazy, but usually done around our home or wherever we are at the time. Car alarms and horns by our lovely neighbors. Used as a means of torture by neighbors for noise campaigns, but done by our lovely neighbors, Matthew and Adriana. And other neighbors, but usually them. They have been the main ones. I'm talking about setting their car alarms off every 2 hours throughout the night and letting them go off for a long time. I have video footage of this. Everything you have being said here will be backed up by evidence. Online bullying and gang stalking by perps who stalk where you leave comments or videos that you do on social media, and they try to start debates, or they'll say extremely rude things and hurtful words trying to get you caught up. But for anybody who knows me, you will not get a reaction out of me. So you're just wasting your time there, especially with the online.
Hey guys, with this video, I just wanted to say really quickly that I'm going to have to break this down into either 2 or 3 parts with what gang stalking tactics that they used on us, because it is a little bit long. And also, I was editing in as I was talking and giving you the tactics that they used on us. I was editing in the photos and things as I was talking, but I don't want it to be too long. And as I said, I have proof of every tactic and everything that I said in these videos that they did to us. But as I was going through, and I'm like, my goodness, I'm going to have to edit in this and edit in that. And this video is quite long to edit this in. So instead of doing all of that, I'm just going to go ahead and release the videos, one by one, or in groups or in segments of the vehicular stalking or the car horns, I'm just going to do it like that instead, just add it in here. It's a lot as I'm going through this editing, and I'm still getting used to editing. It's brand new to me. So it's a lot of work. So I just wanted to say that. And I'm breaking it up into a series because it's a lot that has been done to us. So anyways, just wanted to say that. God bless.